Oasis Audio presents Classic Starts, The Hunchback of Notre-Dame, retold from the Victor Hugo original by Deanna McFadden, read for you by Rebecca K. Reynolds. Chapter 1. A Day of Celebrations. On the 6th of January, 1482, the city of Paris woke up to the ringing of bells. There were two celebrations going on that day, the Epiphany and the Festival of Fools. The Epiphany was a religious holiday, but the Festival of Fools was for the people. It was an annual celebration where everyone was expected to have fun. There would be fireworks, a May tree celebration, and a play at the Great Hall. Most of the city's important men were going to see the play. All the streets leading to the Great Hall were crowded with people who were talking and laughing as they walked along. The long wait had made the crowd rowdy, and they complained about everything. Like water that overflows, the crowd swelled as it swept around the pillars, filling every nook and cranny. People sat on windowsills, on sculptures, anywhere they could fit. A group of students had knocked some glass out of a window and were boldly sitting on the sill. The young boys joked and laughed. "Why, it's you, Johannes. How long have you been here?" one of them yelled to a handsome blond boy who was sitting on top of a sculpture in the middle of the room. Johannes answered, "How do you do, Jean Frollo? Your arms and legs are spinning like a windmill. Is that how you're keeping balance on the windowsill? How long have we been here? More than 4 hours." The boys, who were bored with waiting, began to tease many of the important men in the crowd. They called them names and made fun of their hats, their jobs, their clothes. Anything they could laugh at, they did laugh at. Then, at last, the clock struck 12. "Ah," the crowd said. The students grew silent, and the rest of the room settled down. Every neck was outstretched, every eye fixed on the stage, but there was nothing to be seen except the 4 bailiffs who were there to keep order, standing as stiff as statues. The crowd waited 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5, 10, and then they started chanting, "The play! The play!" "Grab the bailiffs!" the students called. The crowd applauded, and the 4 men on stage turned quite pale. As the mob started toward them, the curtains flew open. A shaking actor emerged and walked to center stage. "Today, we have the honor of performing The Good Judgment, a play by Pierre Goncourt. I will be playing Jupiter. The moment the cardinal arrives, we shall begin." When everyone heard that there would be more waiting, they started shouting again. "Begin right now!" Johannes shouted louder than anyone. "Down with Jupiter! Down with the cardinal!" Jean yelled. Poor Jupiter started to slowly move off the stage. Just before he opened the curtains, a figure dressed in black emerged from backstage and whispered, "Hey, you! Jupiter!" Jupiter took another step backward. "Who calls me?" The poor fellow spun around. "It's me, Pierre," the playwright said quietly. "Start the play, and I'll make sure the cardinal understands." Okay," Jupiter nodded, and then turned back around to face the audience. "We shall begin." The crowd whistled and cheered as the music started. It was perfectly quiet now in the great hall. The audience was awed by the actors' costumes, white and gold robes, each made from a different material, silk, linen, wool, and cotton. Pierre stood back and watched the actors speak his words. The crowd had clapped at the beginning, and they were still watching. Those were good signs. But his happy mood did not last. An old beggar dressed in rags with a large cut on his arm wandered into the great hall. Jean noticed him and called out, "Look at that sad sack up there." Every single eye in the room turned to look at the dirty man and stopped watching the play. The actors just stood there, not saying anything at all. The beggar...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?